Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Got a quick how-to today. We are working on a 19 Rogue with dual climate control, and the blower motor is not working. Set it to pretty much run anywhere you want, and it just stays on low. Sometimes it works, most of the time it doesn't. It's pretty common on these Rogues, and what we're going to be doing today to fix it is replacing this little resistor in the side of the heater box. It's a real pain in the ass to get to, just let you know ahead of time, but if you can put brakes in your car, you can change this out. It does take a little while, probably about 45 minutes if you're really good. So let me show you what we're going to do to get to it, where it's at, and how to fix it. So first things first, mine's already torn apart. So first step was to remove this kick panel from the driver's side, unplug all the wiring on the back of it. You'll need to remove two 10mm bolts for the hood release latch. After that, get that out of your way. Behind that, you're going to see this black piece of metal held on by four 10mm bolts. Go ahead and get that out of your way. And once you get to there, you should see your brake pedal assembly, because yes, that's coming out of the way too. Now with out of the car, once you're looking underneath there, you're going to see two plugs right here for your brake switches. They're pretty complicated to get unplugged, but if you just twist the terminal and pull straight out, twist the terminal, pull straight out, you can just leave those things hang, and you don't have to unplug them then. Just pay attention which one goes on top. My car, the brown plug was on top. So just remember which way they went. Next is you're going to want to disconnect your throttle pedal. Slip a simple clip on the side here. Then there are two connectors, one on either side, that fasten that wiring to that assembly. You'll have to get those two clips out so you can get the wiring out of the way. And from there, we're going to remove five 13mm nuts off of the brake pedal assembly, which is pretty obvious. You're going to see one here, two on the top left, and two on the top right. You can get all four of them with a standard long 3/8 extension and a 13mm socket and ratchet or impact. The top right one, this guy here, is a little more complicated to get to, but still, it's not tough at all. You just need about 20 inches of extension. And if you slide your extension right up through the right side, through this little slot right here, you can pretty much get a straight shot at that top right nut. Now it's a little bit of jacking around to get the pedal assembly out of there. Just be careful not to disconnect anything. You will need to pull the pin that is connecting your brake pedal to the master cylinder. Again, looks like this little guy right here. Pretty straightforward. Once you get the pedal assembly out, then you got all the room that you need, providing you're not a really big guy. If you are a really big guy, you might want to just pull the driver's seat out so you can literally lay on your back where the driver's seat is and stick your head up underneath the dash, because getting this resistor out is not tough to get out, but it's tough to get in there and get you back out. So this is the factory resistor. You'll see two plugs if you have the dual climate control. If not, you might have a different style, but regardless, it's the same location. And there'll be one Phillips screw in the bottom, and it's going to sit up next to the firewall, just in that position. You will not be able to see this screw. You have to do it all by feel. It's just the way it's going to happen, guys. So as far as location, coming into the car, we're going to go right up to the driver's pedal, all the way up into that very corner. You can see those two gray plugs right there, and they're the slot way up in there. You'll see it. It's not easy to get to. You will be laying on your back underneath the steering wheel. You might need a fan to keep you cool, because you're going to need some patience also. This kind of sucks. But once you get that Phillips screw out, the resistor is literally going to fall right out, put the new one in, and the next toughest part is going to be putting that Phillips screw back in, because again, you're pretty much blind. You're doing it by feel, but a little bit of patience, it can be done. Other than that, just put everything back together in the reverse order, and that should solve your problem. If not, well, then you got bigger problems, and you're going to need another video. So anyways, hope this one helps you save a little bit of money. And another thing, buy a quality piece. Don't buy that Amazon junk, okay? Pay the money. This isn't a job you really want to do twice, believe me, okay? Anyways, catch you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope it helps.